Hey yo, welcome to Gord's channel. Wow, that was plugged. Now, that's the way to wake and bake. Hi yo, it's Gord. It is Tuesday morning, and yes, it's morning. I'm up in the morning. I had a good sleep last night. I I have family news I'm not allowed to share yet, but that's why I'm sleeping well. Things are kind of good in the family. Um, Health wise, hey, doing okay, doing okay. Now that I've got that in me, my back will start feeling better. It's really tight from a lot of walking yesterday. As you know with the title, there isn't much to say. It's a Q&A. It's time for you guys to give me the Q's. I'll give you the A's later. Uh, yeah, just please, comments below, questions, requests, whatever, and I will do my best within the next couple of days to develop an answer video. Oh, the first Q&A I did, wow, the questions came like crazy, and I ended up having to do an answer video the very next day. Second one went on 3 or 4 days before I got enough questions to really fill out an answer video. We'll see how this one goes. I got a lot of new followers. I'm getting close to 1,000, and that's huge. That's huge to me. So I really don't have anything else for this one, but why not keep talking? That's what I do best. Anybody that grew up with me would say, Gord's a YouTuber? I would have figured as much. Why? Because I love to talk. I love to share. I love to share knowledge. I would have made a fantastic teacher. I do tell you this. In grade 11, I had gone from every single year I was in every single music class, whether it be required or not. Every class that I could take that was music involved, I took. And the reason was, my whole plan when I was young was to be a professor of music. I wanted to go to the Royal Conservatory of Music in Ontario, in Toronto, Ontario. As soon as I graduated, my parents knew this, that I wanted to move to Ontario. I wanted to become a professor. I wanted to teach music. Music is my life. Cheers. And yeah, the next statement is a bone of my contention, so there's a reason I'm smoking from the bone. Some of the perps, Mendocino perps. What happened was, in every class, grade 10, grade 11, grade 9, it didn't matter. I skipped most of the classes. That's the kind of person I was. I don't like sitting in a room being lectured to. It's not my way. But I was a brilliant child and straight A's. Some teachers understood this. Some teachers, and they do really well right now, understood that sometimes really bright people can't sit in a room. But I had other teachers who, if you didn't pay attention, if you weren't in the class, they would reduce you marks, regardless of getting 100% on every test. I accepted that. I was okay with that. That didn't make me stop skipping school. I was so often called into the principal's office, and I just say, what is the issue? If I'm in class, I disturb the class. I'm that kind of a person. I ask silly questions. I catch the teacher in mistakes. You really don't want me there. And I'm getting straight A's. So if I'm out in the field having a cigarette while your teacher's teaching the rest of the people that need it, and I'm not interrupting, I don't see the issue. Often they even understood that. My parents certainly did. Then came high school, senior high. Same thing happened. In fact, in senior high, the teachers didn't care if you were there. Almost all of them, even in the like math and socials, they didn't care if you were there. Do the work, hand it in. They'll teach whoever's there when they're there. They really didn't care, except my music teacher, Mr. Taves. He was a stickler, but that was something that all through my years I never skipped, was band or any music related class such as stage band, concert band, all the after school and during lunch and whenever. Never missed. Never missed. But he also had a rule that if you did miss without an excuse, you were out. Period. He said, I have no qualms kicking out the best or the worst. And I never missed. Except one day when I was skipping some other classes and all of a sudden I realized, oops. And I came back for this one. It was too late. Go to get in the door. Wouldn't let me in. Wouldn't let me in. After class was over, I went to see him, and he told me to go to the office and deregister from the class. I am no longer in any music class, kicked out of them all. I warned him. I says, this is rather over the top, because without this, I have no reason to be in school. This is my reason to be in school, and I even asked the principal for a appeal of that decision. Neither would appeal it, even though knowing that I would quit school because of it. And I quit school that day. Never looked back. Never became a music professor. But we do what we do because it's what we need to do at that time. I don't look back with regret. I really dislike having regret. Don't do things if you aren't willing to do them, and if you're willing to do them, don't ever regret them. Just learn from them. And so when I do have regret, I try so hard to get rid of it. Cheers. So again, this was mostly just a babble, and for you guys to ask your questions, and we'll do an answer video later. Peace and cheers, love and harmony.